So if you're probably watching this video, you've probably wondered or are currently thinking about how to save $10,000 in a year. Is it possible? Also, why would you want to? Well, a lot of goals and events in your life come down to one main factor: money. Now, money isn't everything, but it definitely buys you freedom and options. Now, regardless of what your goals are, here are 3 certain ways to get you closer to saving up that elusive $10,000. So let's dive right into it. But before we do, please drop a like down below, as it really does help out the channel and lets me know what sort of videos you like so I can keep giving you more of that. Now, with that said, let's get right into it. Now, first off, you want to set a goal and you want to write it down. This is better than just making a mental list that can easily be forgotten and it's hard to keep track of. Writing down your goals allows you to visualize them, but make sure that you write them down somewhere that you can see them often. Now, this can be on a sticky note pasted on the wall, or it can be written down on a whiteboard, or if you really want to go big, you can frame it and display it prominently in a place that's hard to miss. Now, the most important thing here is that you have it written somewhere that you're more likely to see it often, because if you can see your goals, you're more likely to achieve them, and you'll have a visual reminder to prod you along towards this goal. Now, in addition to writing down your goal, be sure to also write down why this goal is important to you. Now, your goal could be to save $10,000, but you also need to be honest with yourself as to why you want this goal to be a reality. Are you saving this up to invest? Or are you saving this up to build an emergency fund? Or are you trying to build up your child's education fund? There are several reasons, but your reasons for this goal are a key piece of information to write down, as it reinforces your goals that you set, and it helps you determine whether or not this particular goal is actually worthwhile or if it's just a vanity goal. Now, when it comes to setting goals, it really does help if you have a partner that you can do this with. Now, your partner could be your wife, your husband, your significant other, or your best friend. Now, when you sit down with this person, you can share your dreams and goals with them, and this can be something that's very powerful for both of you. And they'll understand because they'll also be experiencing the same things at various points of your journey as well. Now, it really does help if you have a partner with whom you can set these goals, and you can encourage each other and keep yourselves accountable on your journey towards these goals. Next, we're going to talk about putting your money in a place where you're less likely to touch it. Now that you have your goal, you also need to figure out where you're going to keep the money as it grows, right? Now, too often, a lot of people try to save their money in the same account that they use for everyday spending. And trust me, this is a bad idea. Having easy access to your savings increases the likelihood that you actually spend it, not save it. Now, it could start off with you taking a few dollars here and there, but the next thing you'll find is that you spent majority of the funds that you were supposed to be saving in the first place, which could set you back months or even years. So put your money somewhere that you're less likely to touch it. A good place to start will be a high interest savings account. Now, you can set this up in a separate account, and you can set up auto deposits into this account. This way, you'll be making sure that you do not miss a payment towards your savings. Now, if you're willing to take more risk, then you can also look into investing your money in the stock market. Same deal applies here. Separate account, but keep it dedicated to investing, but also be mindful that there is more risk associated with investing than if you were to use a high interest savings account. Yes, there's a potential for high returns, but there's also a potential that you could lose your money. So make sure that you do proper research before going down this route. In general though, stocks are a great way to make your money work for you and take advantage of compound interest. Next, let's talk about working or building an additional income source. Now, if you're keen on saving your way to your first $10,000, you can accelerate this process by taking on additional work to bring in more income. You've probably heard of this one before, and I'm not really gonna justify too much because it really does work. Obviously, basic math applies here. The more money you're bringing in, the faster you'll hit your goal. So try to get some additional income sources. Some examples of additional income sources that you can look at include flipping items on Facebook Marketplace, being an Uber delivery driver, landscaping, joining the Amazon delivery service, or even doing some online tutoring. There's no shortage of ideas that you can pick up for secondary income. But the most important thing here is to ensure that you have something that you can be consistent with in order to maintain that stream of income as long as you can. Next, let's talk about being frugal and doubling down on frugality. Now, I know some people might turn their noses up at this when they hear the word frugality. Some might think that this means living like you're homeless, but trust me, this is not the case. Frugality in this case just means that you cut out all unnecessary spending. Thinking about eating out? Consider spending that money on a few days worth of groceries instead. Thinking about buying those pair of shoes? Consider putting that towards paying your phone bill instead. Came across some extra cash that you didn't expect? Well, you can put that towards your savings rather than spending it. Do your best to eliminate luxury expenses and focus on living well within your means with the extra cash going towards your savings. This will free up even more money that you can use towards your savings and help you reach your goals faster. Now, these are just 3 steps that you can save up to $10,000 over the next 12 months. And these steps do take a bit of effort, but they do work. Getting to this amount is not supposed to be an easy task, or else everyone will be walking around with 10K in your pocket. But keep in mind that consistency and focus is the key to successfully applying these steps. If you're able to even get through one of these, it would help. If you're able to knock out all 3, then you, my friend, will be in great shape. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoy the content in this video or just want to show some support, drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe. Your feedback is greatly valued and appreciated. And with that, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.